Hey guys, so here's a quick overview of your recitation presentations, which you'll be recording this week. I'm so happy to see you. We're coming down to the final push to get you guys through this semester. And it's an exciting week because it's really the culmination of all your work you've been doing all semester. So have fun with this. All right. I think you have a general idea of what you're supposed to do. The recitation presentations have two parts. The first part is the performance of your text. And you have two choices. You can do it from memory. If you've learned the text by heart, this is your chance to show off and perform it from a place of deep understanding. It's in your bones, it's in your muscles. One of the payoffs of learning something by heart, doing the work of memorization, is that the thoughts become part of you. So that's a really exciting option for this presentation. And you also get a real bonus. It's a 200-point presentation if you are doing the text from memory. So the other alternative is to read the text, to use all of our work performing with text as an option. So if you haven't memorized it by heart, you still have those first words and those last words, and you can direct those at the camera. You can read the text and then finish the final words of the camera. So that's an option too. It's a 100-point option to read the text. Well, it's half as many points, half as much work. I've put a lot of very detailed tips and tricks about these performances in the assignment section. So I really commend you to take some time, block out 30 minutes to read and reread the instructions for the assignment. If you have the ability to print them out and highlight them, you will be happy that you did. There's a lot of detail and substance and helpful tips in whether you're doing it because you've learned it from heart or whether you've done it if you're going to be using a script and reading it from a script. There's all kinds of tricks for making those scripts work for you well. And either way, you will want to have said this out loud many, many, many times. Even if you're working from text, I suggest that you print out, that you type in your text again, that you type it thought by thought by thought, each on its own line. Expand it to 14 or 16 or 18 points so it's really easy to read. And then you can have a script. You can hold your script right down in front of you, and you can use your fingers to glance and look up. You saw an example of that for those of you guys who saw my Whitman recitation that I did for the kids' wedding. So that's exactly what I did. I broke it down, I blew it up, and then I could, even though I wasn't working from a memorization, I was still able to keep the thought balls flying into the camera so that they could land on the audience with intelligence, not just with blah, 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 outlined phonemes flashing in every direction. So this is a chance for you to practice, to hone. You may want to practice on camera. You want to use your friends and your family, strangers on the street, anybody that you can to get this recitation comfortable, integrated into your own body and your own thinking. It's really what we're looking for in this final presentation. So that's the first part, A. The second part of these presentations is your lecture. I want you to reflect upon this text and teach us about it. So what do I mean by a lecture or a lesson of the text? Well, you're the expert now. You've been living with this text for the better part of 10, 12, 13 weeks. You know it more intimately than anybody in the class, with perhaps the exception being me. You've talked to me, I've talked to you via the text chat. You've had some first impressions, you've looked up some words, you've thought about it, you've reflected upon what it means. And so now is your chance to share that, share the substance of your reflections. So I put a bunch of things you can think about. Why did I pick it for you, or why did you pick it for you? What's the best line? What stands out? Who would it serve? Who would benefit from hearing it? Are the ideas pleasing, useful, helpful, pleasant to you? Which are the ideas that matter to you most? a whole list of things, questions that you can use to construct, reflect, organize, and pull together your mini lesson, your lecture on the text. So, what else do I want to say about that? Oh, I do want to say, as a rule, outside research stinks for these. Anything that we can read on the Wikipedia page, we do not need to hear from you. So these are not book reports. These are not high school reviews. These are not, the author was born in Stockholm in 27. That's not interesting to the audiences, not to college level audiences anyways. We're asking for something different. And those questions will help you pull this together more differently and help you give top-notch recitations. A great deal of your a grade and accomplishment is based on this final presentation. It's a chance for you to demonstrate all that you've learned and to show off and to share with me and your classmates how much your speaking and presentation and platform skills have developed, have refined, and have become more sophisticated over the course of our work together. So, your recitation performance should take, 1, 2, 3 minutes. And likewise, your lecture should take, 2 to 3 minutes. So, you don't have to worry about timing your recitation performance. Whatever it takes is what it takes. But with this lecture, you're aiming for 3. You may have 4. You must have 2. So again, you're aiming for a 3-minute lesson lecture. You may go as long as 4 if you have substance to add, and you must have at least 2 minutes. Anything under 2 minutes will not receive credit for the class, for the presentation. So there you have it. So enjoy. I'm available, as you guys all know, online for questions. I'm also available for conference. So if any of you guys would like to talk over this presentation, if you have questions or issues about this, about the final exam, or about anything in the course, I am 100% available to you. All you need to do, send me an email. Here are 3 times I can meet you, and I will choose one of those, and we'll schedule a Zoom call or a phone call or a coffee outside. So I want you guys to know you're not alone with this. I am here and I'm available you 24/7. I just need to know the times that you would like to speak with me, and we will make that happen. So I am really looking forward to these. You'll use all that you've learned. It's a great chance to show off. So, and these are due on the 12th. So they're due on December 12th. I think that's a Saturday. That's because then you guys have 3 more days to look at each other's. I'm asking you that you post these on the discussion board. That way I can see them, and that way everybody else can see them. This is a great way to share your work with the whole class. Looking forward to them. I'll see you in Blackboard. Bye-bye.